Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Transport Fever Let's Play. Now, we see most of the layout here in front of us. We can see a bit of the loop line, we can see the main line, food, and the bits of the passenger network. All are running okay, but I feel like we can make things run better. We've got some things that are getting old, we've got some stations that are getting full, so that's what we're going to look at today. And however, before we do that, next episode I want to build in another industry chain. So this down here we've got this food network where we've got farms going to food processing, going to towns. Whilst we're doing things today, if you see any industries nearby that you think that would be good to hook up, pop it down in the comments what you think I should do, and we will look at those next time. But pop those comments in and we'll crack on with today's episode. So the first things I'm worried about is immediately I see lots of passengers waiting at some of these stations, like loads. We can see here that we've got not many passengers waiting for the loop, but a total of somewhere in the region of nearly 700 passengers waiting for the main line. Which is not good. Lots of passengers there for the main line. Not so many at Cambridge, but at the end of the main line I wouldn't expect as many as I would at the other end. So we're going to spend a good portion of money. Yeah, look, there's the other end. Again, only 100. But in between, New Philadelphia's not too bad. Not too bad. There's only 92 people there, but it's really the middle of the main line network is really struggling. So let's get some more. Let's get some more not road vehicles. Get some more trains. Now we can use this depot over here. That's sort of on the main line. So buy trains, multiple units. We're still going for the £16 million one. It seems to be the best option for now. I don't know what length we're looking at though, so I need to find a train that's on the main line. Or no, hang on. I can look at the line manager for that. Here's the line manager. And it is, you don't think you can expand the box still, it's still this stupidly small size. Right, where's the main line? There's the main line, it's making us 13 million. Right, so apparently it's 5 units long, these trains. Now, does that include the both end bits? Looking at the statistics, length is 156. Well, we know the length of them now anyway. Let's get them purchased. Right, multiple, that one, buy. Come on, buy. There we go. So you get a certain amount to begin with. And then we're going to get the passenger wagons that match. So it was 156. So I think it's 2 that we buy. Now, we can afford to get a few of these on the main line. I think it's a good job if we do. So let's clone that, and again, we're going to have 4 more going up and down the main line. There we go, and off they go. Now, presumably, these are all going to go out the same way, but I don't know whether that's going to be the case. Let's find out. There's a slight gradient there, so it takes a little while to come out. So there's one going off. Here's train 24. Yeah, they're all going to be heading out the same way, probably. Nice steady 20 kilometers an hour as it comes out the shed or depot, depending what you want to call it, and then off down the main line. Let's follow this one as it goes down. So this is part of the main line that doesn't get used anymore. This bit on the right that you can see, it's waiting for the junction now, but that is a spur that came off it. Oh yeah, there we are, look. Waiting for its fellow train. Now, because we've got more trains on the main line, I now want to check out the signals, because I think if we need a lot more movement, a lot smoother, we're going to need a lot more signals. Keep trains moving quickly. Now, this is where that bit where it goes off to the left there. I think I saw a train in it. Was there a train in that tunnel? Because we've got a tunnel here, and in theory, it shouldn't be used. It doesn't need to be used. Right then, let's get those signals and just check on the situation. So we've got signals around this junction, signals over here. We've got signals around this junction, that's fine. This section of track hasn't got a lot of signals in. So let's put a couple of signals in here. And a set of signals in here. And we'll put some before the junction. So junction signals around here. Signals going into the junction and not going out. Yeah, I feel like we could probably get away with a few more signals in there. Because we just want trains to be able to zip around as much as possible. Having the odd large gap on the network where there's no signals is quite good for staggering the whole line. Right, okay, let's see. Put some more in there. Let's put some on this bridge when the game finishes auto-saving. Let's see. Let's have it there and there. And the last set over here. Now, in theory, you need to leave a train length between all the signals, and I believe I've done that. So there's also an opportunity for signals over here. What's this industry? Hang on. It's a quarry that makes whatever the product that is. Stony goodness by the looks of it. I wonder where that stuff goes. I wonder where it goes. We've got what we've got over here. We've got an oil well which produces oil. We've got a quarry over here. They're all around this area. Some farms. A forest produces wood. We've got a refinery which requires oil, so we can take oil from here to the refinery. It produces oil and fuel. I don't know where oil and fuel go. Presumably fuel goes to towns. Oil apparently goes... oil and grain goes into making plastic over here. So I need to have a look at the chains, but I'm still looking for your requests, examples for that down in the comments section, definitely. Right. This section here is looking good. Now we do have a lot of rail network around here that we could utilise, but I don't think I would because it's very busy already. So I would be looking to put a new piece of network in. Okay, there we go. We've got more signals on that part of the main line. It was definitely missing it. We've still got a lot of people at this station. And again, it's still mainly for the main line, but I think most of the new trains we've added haven't come back round it yet. Although I do feel like adding some more. Let's get some more trains on this main line. Not many, just a couple. There we go. Clone them, set line all, main line. Now, I want to have the anti-clockwise and clockwise loops doing the same. Oh, apparently the main line isn't making as much money as it used to. The main line was making... I can't remember what it was making at the beginning of the episode, but it's not making it anymore. Right, so clockwise, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And anti-clockwise, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes! So there's a massive difference in the number of trains there. So we need to sort that out. So anti-clockwise needs to get up to 7. Okay. Let's buy the trains. Now these ones, are these the same length? Got ya. Got ya. Got your information. Details. These ones are 104 in length, apparently. Well, how long's the stations? The terminal information here. I can upgrade. That's 240. What's this one? Is that one? They're all 240, aren't they? Let's have a look over here. How long's this station? Yeah, they're all 240. So in theory, I mean, this train's probably full. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can get more efficiency by making the trains longer on that line. Where's the line manager gone? Yeah, these are all 3-length trains. They need to be longer. So first thing we'll do is we'll add We'll take some off the loop. We'll bring it back down to 5. I don't want to bring it back down to 5. I just want to be able to carry more. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's get those new trains on to begin with. Buy trains. Multiple that one by passenger wagon. That one. And we can go... We'll put 2 extra carriages on because we can go longer, but I think it would negatively affect the speed of the train between the different sections. And then we'll get... So that's... We did have 4, that's 5, that's 6, and that's 7. So now we've got 7 going round each way. I just need to remember which way around these ones need to go. Anti-clockwise has got less. Set line, anti-clockwise. Now, was it last episode or the episode before? We put a few more signals on this loop line. We put them all before and after the stations. I also feel like some of these longer segments here need an extra little bit. There we go. That's a relatively long segment, but overall I think we're looking okay with the kind of frequency of these trains. Just trying to think which segments are the longest, and we'll have a set of signals here. Right, train 30 needs replacing. Okay, that's not good. Ooh, what's that? A new kind of train station. Ooh. A modern kind. They look interesting. Might have to do some replacements at some point. I do kind of like these old-fashioned kinds, though. It all does look very nice. Yeah, definitely going to have a set of signals in here. There we go. That should be good. Right, signals are in there. How are things doing around here? We still have a lot of passengers over here. Most of them for the main line. A little Arctux and a little Ocnarks. But I think if we upgrade the trains, we should be able to sort out that requirement. Yeah, there's not many. The Noxarks one is the biggest one. So let's get the stupid line manager up. So this Noxark, we've got 3 trains on there at the minute. It's got a cycle of 3 minutes. We probably should get better trains on that. Can we afford to do it yet? Haven't really got the money in the bank to do it. Okay, while we're over here, let's just check these. So production is now up to 800 at that farm, and nearly 900 at that farm, and production at the food processing plant's looking good as well. Those numbers are just going up and up and up due to the fantastic new engines that we've got, the upgrades that we did to the line previously. Really, we need to make sure that these trains are coping. We might need to get more. We'll see. Right, it's difficult to know what to do to clear these lines down and get these passengers shifted. Philtux did have a lot of passengers waiting there, but we've just got a train loading up now. We might need more trains on this main line, but this station here is looking really busy as it is. We've already got quite a number of... I don't know why my mouse was going a bit funny then. We've already got quite a number of trains coming in and out of this station. There we go. Lots of movements going on. We're in the middle here, that train that just come in, that's the Philtux line. We've already got a train waiting to come into the station here on the main line. This is probably a bit of a slowdown for the main line, because of the way that the trains have to come through this junction here. Are these double slips? Yes, and we'll change that to yes. Because they come in one way and go out the other. Let's have a look at that in colour mode. Yeah, so we are using both platforms. We're using one for the southbound and one for the northbound. So that's all fine. And for some reason over here, the trains always want to cross over, but that's not too bad. You can actually see one of the northbound trains coming in as one of the southbound heads out, so they've got to cross over here. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, how's this station looking? Very busy again. We've got the main line coming through the middle of a good station, as we looked at previously, but overall I think we're good. More trains maybe? It's hard to say. Road vehicles we need to look at. Also, we've got some trains that are getting old. Now, there's no, as far as I remember, don't think there's a train list. So if I want to find train 30, how do I do it? Let's see. What's that? Oh, here we go. Vehicle list. Brilliant. What's that? Show or hide. That's the stations. So you can see the amount of cargo waiting at the stations. We can order by that, so we can know exactly what the worst situation is. We'll keep that on the screen actually, because that's what I want to look at next. Train 31 should be getting past its lifetime. So these are all road vehicles. Cargo, you got the balance, and age. Here we go, age. Train 40 and train 30. It's the Arctux trains are both getting very old. So what we'll do is we'll replace all of those trains on the Arctux, because I felt like they needed replacing anyway. So let's get the line manager up. Here's the depot for the Arctux line. Arctux line is making money, that's good, even though these vehicles are starting to get very old. So we're going to send you to depot and sell, and we're going to send you to depot and sell, and we're going to send you to depot and sell. We've got 122 million in the bank at the moment. Let's get by train. We're still going with the same train for the passenger network. I can't remember how long these stations are. That is quite long. Tux is 160. So this train depot here, that can't be any more than 160, which is why I think we were going for 157. So wagons, passenger, buy that. There we are. 156. Sorry, my apologies. We'll clone that so there's 3 of them and set them all to the Arctux line. There we go. Hopefully that will improve things. Certainly we want to start getting rid of some of these older trains. So let's have a look what we got here. We list of depots, we don't need that. List of lines, we don't need that. List of cities, we don't need that. List of industries, we don't need that. Well, there's a list of industries. You can see the production of our food network is looking quite good there. Over at Philadelphia Holt, we've got quite a lot of bread that needs shifting. Quite a lot of food that needs shifting. Akron and Knox, that's fine though. That kind of comes naturally. We'll take that back to the towns. The farms as well are going a bit nuts. Apart from the farms, passengers, we have the most at Archon at the minute. We have like 500 passengers, but that includes the Arctux line, which we just interrupted. Hopefully those new trains in the Arctux line are going to do a good job. Again, this is one of the busiest stations on the map. It's got lots of things heading in and out. I think what's the frequency on the Arctux? 93 seconds. A train every 93 seconds. Brilliant. We'll keep that. That's great. Let's check the train vehicle ages again. So we've got a lot of road vehicles around here that are getting very old. Never mind. Let's go over to where that is. So this is in... What town are we in? Anaheim. We're in Anaheim. So for the Anaheim line... What's this? Lines? That's a different line list. Oh, I like that. So that's different to this line list. This is the line manager. That's the line list. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So you can see the number of vehicles on the route. We've got 13 vehicles on that main line. A lot of cargo waiting and moving. Frequencies, they're quite good. I like to know the frequencies of things. Let's have things ordered by balance so we can see what's doing best to begin with. Right, line manager, road vehicles. Now, which network have we not gotten a replacement on? We haven't got a replacement on any? Well, let's go and sort that out. So the latest passenger vehicle, auto replace on. Let's get this sorted out. So the latest passenger vehicle, auto replace. Some of them have been replaced already. There we go. Now these don't cost much. I don't have auto replace on the railway lines because we don't have a massive amount of money. There we go. Let's get all these auto replaces on there. And I like to manage that a little bit better. Okay, that's all of those auto replaces done. How many have we got in total? Ooh, quite a few to do. Okay, let's just quickly burn through this. Now remember, at the beginning of the episode, I asked you to comment with what industry chain you would like me to look at doing for next time, which is really important because you guys help shape this YouTube channel and what I do in many ways. Your comments on here is one of the biggest ways that shapes what's going on. The number of views on a series is another. So if you suddenly find that a series is, I've decided not to continue with it anymore, one of the main factors may be that it's the least viewed series on my channel. There we go, nearly finished, so that's good, and hopefully lots of these will get replaced soon and we won't have a shed load of old vehicles on the network. Bam, done. Right, look at that, they're all in there. Hopefully that'll be fine. Some of these are making a little bit of negative, but they're providing passengers to the train station, so I don't care about that. Right then, let's just close the line manager for now, have a quick look at the vehicle list. Okay, so let's just move that there so you can see it better. The vehicle list, age of vehicle. Right, the Phil Tux trains are now the oldest. And we do have the money to replace them now when I didn't have the money previously. So we'll get them replaced before the end of the episode. And then we'll have a look at how things are going. I really like looking at that line list. The main line's not making quite as much money as it was, but hopefully the frequency is down to 3 minutes with the main line, which is a little bit big still. It's a little bit large. So let's go line manager. Let's find trains only. So it's the Phil Knox now, I think, is the only railway line not making a profit. Things are definitely looking up on that. So why has the main line gone off this list? Main line costs shot up. Okay, never mind. So let's get all of these 3 vehicles into a depot. Now this line doesn't have a bi-directional depot terminal. It only has depots at the end of line. So in theory, when this train turns around, I should then be able to send it to the depot because there should be a depot at the end. Yep, there we go. We need to do the same for these ones, so I'll just give it a go. No, and yep, that one's heading to a depot as well. So it's just this one here that can't find a depot at the minute, but that will find it as soon as it gets into the station. So gets into the station, we get our money, turn it around, send it to depot. Brilliant, they're all off. We'll use this double depot over here, not double depot, sorry, bi-directional, and we'll get our passenger unit in there with a couple of wagons, and then we'll clone it so there's 3 of them and set the line to, I can't remember which one it was. Which line have we got no vehicles in? The Phil Knox. No, that's the Knox Arc. Stop, stop, stop. No, 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 no. Like, all these trains. No. You. Stop. Emergency stop. Right. Let's have a look at the train list. Yeah, we've got nothing on the Phil Knox, and the Phil Arc's gone crazy. Right, Phil Knox. Change line. It's that one. Okay, off you go. Oh dear, I should be able to catch these trains as they come out and go set line, fill knots. There we go. We've got a lot of trains on a relatively small network now. There we are. There's the fill knot. Fill knot service, the only one that's not making a profit, has now been upgraded with new trains. There's our vehicles. There's our lines. So we call them. Train 2 has reached the end of its life. Oh my goodness. Train 2 is the Phil Tux service. Actually, they are very old, the Phil Tux service. Go on then, we'll sort that one out right at the end there. We're year 2000! We've reached the year 2000, we've got new vehicles. Cool, we'll have to have a look at all that next time maybe. Right, right. It's this one, I think, isn't it? The Nox Arc? I can't remember now. Let's have a quick look at the vehicle list. Apparently it's the Phil Tux service. Where's the... there we are. There's the Phil Tux trains. 1, 2, 3. Again, these trains require being in the platforms due to where the depots are to be able to find one, I believe. Yeah, that one can't find one. I don't know if we've got a depot for these guys over at Philadelphia anymore. We might have to wait until we get... Yeah, we have to wait until we get to the Tux side. That's not good. Let's fix that quickly. So over here at Philadelphia, there is no depot for these. We need to put a depot in. So, depot. There we go. Let's just pop that there to get some nice bit of track. Up like that. That will do. Let's make it high speed. And then what we need is a top-down view to make track laying easier. We need a second line coming off like that. Then that line will then merge into this one. There we go. Right, now I should be able to send them to the depot, even if they're past this point here, which this one is. Right, line manager again. Where they gone? Let's set by line. Phil Tux. So we got stop speeding around. You and you. Right. Carry on. Turn around and go to depot. Brilliant. Now I don't know where this train is. Oh, it's on its way. Right. As soon as it's on its way, we'll catch that one soon. We'll get the new trains in. Buy trains. Multiple units. This one for now. This one here goes ridiculously fast and has a high capacity. It costs a lot more. We will be coming to the Speed Dance Express at a later date, but for now these are probably the last ones we'll buy at this size. There's the Phil Tux line. Right, so one of our trains is just waiting for the other one to come in. And then once it's come in, it might have to wait for some of these trains to come out. But that's fine. This part of the network here where the depot is, it's very slow. If you look at the track speeds, it's 81 max as they're pulling out. This train's coming along, and once it gets to a certain point, I'm going to turn it around and send it to depot for selling. There we go. Brilliant. Oh, that was a bad idea. Let's get it into that station. Let's get it into that station first. It needs to be on the other line to be not in the way of the other trains. But that's fine. It'll be alright. Our money's looking alright. Considering the number of trains we bought recently, it's looking very good. So here we go. Now I can send this train to the depot. I do feel like we need some signals in here. Not only will that improve flow, but it will also resolve this depot problem. There we go. Trains are looking good there now. Okay, train list. Vehicle list, should I say. We've got just buses now that are getting old. We do have the Knox Arc trains. They're getting that way, so we'll replace them at some point soon. But overall, things are looking very good. Let's have a look at the balance. We've got 2 services that are not making profit, but they're the ones we recently changed. So we may need to do some tweaking to make sure that they are doing some good profit. The food network still is growing. We need to get a few more trains on that network. Anti-clockwise loops looking good. Clockwise is doing good. Main line's not making as much money as it was. I think it's because I added too many trains. But we'll see. The Arc Turks now making 10 million. Wow. Well, there we go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of adding lots of trains and improvements, and I think we're getting a good network going here. Things are running very smoothly and money is rolling in. Join me next time where we're going to be looking at that next industry service, and I will see you then. Check out MasterHellish.net for all the things about Master Hellish, my videos, my giveaways, and of course my live streams. But that's all for now. Take care, and from me, goodbye.